Hi guys, I was thinking of doing a tarot spread for inner child work and shadow work. Firstly, I will show how do we embrace our inner child by showing a six-card spread on how can I honor my inner child, how can I tap into my playfulness. Both will be shown by different cards. Then something I can do for fun. So the first card I got was Two of Pentacles. That is how I can honor my inner child. So whenever there is a life situation where you are juggling between life situations, that is how you can honor your inner child. Whenever there is a situation where you juggle between life, like a work situation or a home situation, that is the point where you can honor your inner child. Now I'll draw another card to show how can I tap into my playfulness. You can tap into your playfulness by moving away from such situations. Suppose you are juggling with a life situation, having choices, to choose from in between. What you can do is Eight of Cups. This card shows that you can move away from such situations so that you can tap into your playfulness. So whenever there is a situation of juggling, that is when you can honor your inner child. And for tapping into your playfulness, you need to move away from such situations. Now something I can do for fun. And draw a card to show me something I can do for fun. That is Ace of Cups. This is a card of unconditional love. You need to pour love for yourself to do something for fun. Something you can do for fun is nurturing your inner child. You can do that by pouring self-love onto yourself. This card is Ace of Cups. It shows unconditional love. You need to pour love to yourself, nurture yourself, so that your inner child will become playful and start doing something fun like. Now I will draw a card to show me any quality that you had that you don't embrace nowadays. The quality you had as a child that you don't embrace anymore is King of Wands. This is a passionate card. While you were a child, you are very passionate about doing certain things, and right now you are missing that. This was the quality you had that you don't embrace anymore. This shows that this King of Wands is a very passionate king. While you were a child, you were very passionate about doing certain things which you are not embracing anymore. That is what the card says. Now, why you avoid embracing your inner child? Show me a card that tells why you avoid embracing your inner child anymore. The Seven of Pentacles is the reason why you are not embracing your inner child. There used to be a lot of passion while you were a child, shown by the King of Wands, and you are not passionate about things You are avoiding embracing your passionate way because you are working hard on something and you are failing to remember your passionate days during the childhood. Seven of Pentacles is a card where you are working hard on something, on accumulating a project or something, some material stuff. This is the reason why you are failing to acknowledge the passion that you had in your childhood. This is the reason why you are not able to embrace your inner child properly. So that shows that you are overworking on something which is closing you towards embracing your inner child, and that inner child was very passionate during your childhood days. Now I am asking for a message from my inner child. That is Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a message from your inner child. This says that you are holding on to something without, it is like a block. You are holding on to the money you have or something that you have without releasing it. That is the reason. This is a message from your inner child. That is the reason you are not focusing on your passion from your childhood days. This is a message that is given by your inner child. So if you release that, you can become the King of Wands, which is a passionate king. This was what you were in your childhood days. And whenever there is a juggling situation, you can move away from the situation in order to pour love to yourself, shown by the Ace of Cups. And once you do that, you will be able to become the passionate king of Wands again in your life. The reason why you are not able to embrace your inner child is because of overworking, putting so much effort onto something and holding on to that money tightly. This is what these cards show. I hope it was alright. Now let's move to shadow work. This is all about confronting your shadows. Shadows are something that we need to fight every day as we do our dishes. Something about my shadow that I must understand. It is closely related to inner child also. I draw a card for knowing about something about my shadow which I don't understand. This is shown by Four of Cups. Four of Cups shows that whenever you are closed off to things, whenever you are holding on to things which you don't acknowledge, that is something about the shadow that you should understand. Like you will be having 2 cups with someone and 2 cups with someone else. So that is how a Four of Cups situation will happen. And that is when you think about your shadows. The point when you need to think about your shadows is whenever there is a situation of Four of Cups and there is a need to eliminate your shadows whenever you confront such situations. Why this understanding will help me transform? Let's show me a card. So why this understanding will help me transform? It is being shown by Fool. This understanding that whenever you are holding on to a situation tightly, it will help you transform by moving into the unknown, by being Next card I am going to take is the way in which I am spiritually bypassing. People bypass spiritually when they confront the shadows. It is shown by Queen of Cups. This is whenever you are in this Queen of Cups situation, this is how you spiritually bypass your shadows. Whenever you face shadows in your life, shown by the Four of Cups card, you can spiritually bypass those shadows by using your Queen of Cups, which is a queen who is lovable, who is giving love to others. So if you will be able to spiritually bypass the situation when you face your shadow self by giving love to others. How can I empty myself so that truth can fill me up again? This is shown by Page of Cups. This is how you can empty yourself so that truth can fill you again. If you face a shadow situation, you can empty yourself by choosing to initiate a small thing from your side. This is shown by the Page of Cups. This is more like starting a new apprenticeship or work like a trainee. If you start experimenting something that is new, start learning something that is new like a trainee or an apprentice, shown by this Page of Wands card, that is how you can empty your shadows and truth can fill you up by choosing a new situation. Whenever you face shadows, just choosing a new apprenticeship or a training on something, on some field that is new, will help you move from the shadows and fill up the truth so that you will be able to confront the shadows. Now I am going to pull a card to help me show something complex about my being. Spirit, show me a card to denote something complex about me, about my being. It's shown by King of Swords. Okay. If you get King of Swords, that shows that something complex about your being is you have that commanding or supreme authority type of mentality, which is a complex thing about you. So what happens is, when you confront your shadows having this Four of Cups, the complicated thing is you always tend to show supremacy over others, trying to be in a commanding or a leadership position. This is the complexity of the situation that doesn't help you allow to move out from your shadows. In order to move your shadows, the first thing you need to do is to be the fool, to jump into the unconscious. The second thing is you can use your strength to spiritually bypass things by giving love to others and by being the Queen of Cups. And what you eventually need to do is to become a novice or an apprentice or a trainee by starting to do something new, which will help the truth to fill up the situation. Once the truth starts filling up your situation, you will be able to get relieved from your shadows. This is the shadow card. This is caused by situations. You have a love situation which doesn't work because you are facing your own shadows in another situation, which you need to come out of. And for coming out of that situation, the Fool card is the best way, and this is a card of jumping into the unknown. When you jump into the unknown, your other party may not be helpful in relieving you. That is why you need to use your strength of being a queen of being a lovable queen to others to help you spiritually bypass the situation and try to avoid the complex. There is a complexity about your being, which is a king of swords. If you start commanding and being, start ordering to others, then that is the complexity about your being. Instead of being a king of swords, you should be a queen of cups who is a lovable queen to others so that they will understand you, and then you can move out of the shadows and fill the truth. Truth can fill you up again and release the shadows when you start working on something new by entering into an apprenticeship or training or something, starting something new. So this is how you dissolve the shadows. I hope this session was useful. Now there is one more thing that I wanted to show you about spiritual gifts. Like especially about clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance and clairsentience. Clairvoyance is the gift of seeing, clairaudience is the gift of hearing, claircognizance is the gift of knowing, and clairsentience is the gift of feeling. Now basically I draw 4 cards. 4 cards on the left and 4 cards on the right, just to see if there are any blockages for your gifts. These are the standard gifts that anyone might have, and I am just taking 4 cards, 1 card each on each gift. First is for clairvoyance, second is for clairaudience, third is for claircognizance, and fourth is for clairsentience. One more card for clairsentience. So we got Queen of Swords for clairvoyance. Okay, your Queen of Swords is a part of clearly seeing things. So that shows. Let me see if there are any. That shows that it's clairvoyance. Let me see if there are any blockages to my gift of clairvoyance. It's 9 of Swords. It seems there is a blockage for the clairvoyance. This is just to show you how to take general spreads on psychic gifts. Now for clairaudience, the card I got was 7 of Pentacles. You need to strive hard for achieving clairaudience, and the blockage I have is 10 of Pentacles. No, I think there is no blockage for clairaudience. Whereas for clairvoyance, there was blockage of 9 of Swords. Clairvoyance is a gift of clearly seeing things. Queen of Swords want to reach the potential of becoming a clairvoyant, but that is being blocked right now by having this 9 of Swords card. Whereas clairaudience, there is no blockage for accomplishing clairaudience, shown by the 7 of Pentacles. You have strived hard for reaching that stage, and there are no blockages because you are able to hear things clearly now. Now, claircognizance is shown by page of pentacles. Claircognizance is a gift that you need to start developing. Like you can start doing automatic writing, or you can start claircognizance channeling by using psychometry or psychometrization of letters or antique things from the past, so that you can develop the skill of claircognizance. That is what Page of Pentacles shows. Show me if there are any blockages for developing my gift of claircognizance. Five of Swords. Five of Swords means that there are some blockages due to accepting love. Right now you are in the Three of Swords. You need to move into accepting love. If you accept the situation, then you will be able to start developing the gift of claircognizance. That's what the card says. Now for clairsentience, Eight of Pentacles is the card. Clairsentience is a gift of feeling things, feeling energy, picking up and sensing energy from objects. And the blockage I have is Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords and Eight of Pentacles are like, you need to, this is the exact, you are working hard with the Eight of Pentacles and you are not able to, I think this is a good balance, because of this Eight of Swords you are able to work hard. Because of this Eight of Swords situation, you are able to develop your clairsentient abilities by working hard on it. That was a balance card. Whereas the first clairvoyance card is you have that, you want to be seeing things clearly, but you can't because of this Nine of Swords situation. There is a blockage there. Whereas clairsentience, because of the blockage, you are able to work hard and you will be able to accomplish clairsentience. Claircognizance, you need to learn more by accepting love into the situation. And for clairaudience, you have already accomplished that clairaudience skill by reaching the Ten of Pentacles. You have already strived hard for it. So this was the basic spread for spiritual gifts. I hope everybody took it well.